want people freaking in here.
He's having a meltdown.
I brought flowers for you.
I have a review here by Christian.
Oh my God, don't bring a Ritzy in.
I'll room with Jared.
That's funny.
You have a good palate.
Do you want to be a chef?
I don't know.
Why would I thank you? Why would I thank you?
Tonight's dinner is really critical. If we can't raise $7,000 towards our end-of-year trip, we may not get to Italy. We've only got 3 weeks. To add to the stress, the kids are on their own tonight. We don't have a head chef, so Jared's leading the kitchen.
We're probably knee-deep in the weeds.
Tonight's menu, we are doing a baked brie with some homemade crackers and sliced pear. And then we're doing a consommé. And then it's beef Wellington, and then we're closing off with crepe Suzette. So we're going to a little bit more of a classic menu.
Christian's not too happy about it, but I've asked him to run the front of house.
I have nothing against being on the floor, but I'd rather write about food.
Christian! How's it going?
Good.
Word is that you are interested in being a food writer.
Yep.
Have you written anything?
Yes.
Reviews or what?
No.
What?
Essays for school.
Why don't you review tonight's dinner?
Like
okay?
food and everything.
From your perspective as a front of house person, looking at the back of the kitchen.
Okay.
Christian, he has trouble fitting in because he tends to sort of communicate that he knows more than the other kids.
Yeah. Do you want to sweep the ground for me really quick? Sure. Thank you. Both my parents are chefs, and I travel around a fair bit and talk about food, and I think I'm more qualified than other people in the club.
You cut them like that thick.
Do I do it with my teeth?
Well, if you were a pervert.
I hope that writing this critique will help Christian find his place in the club.
I have no clue what's going on tonight.
Ritzy, I need
I know, where's the brush?
in the oven.
Since Laura hasn't turned up, Christian now has the kitchen staff helping him.
We're a little pooch at this point and trying to get caught up. These guys are way too early.
You have to seat these people now. It doesn't matter where.
Okay. So, where do we have this set up?
I want people freaking in here.
Do you know anything about how service is being run?
No.
I'm not happy right now.
You're welcome to sit at any of these 3 tables or any of these 2 booths.
If we had had this organized beforehand, we would have been able to decide who is taking orders for which table.
Right.
But we don't. When Christian comes back, we're gonna organize this because I have no idea. Okay, let's organize.
I know.
The kids were all over the place. They were completely disorganized. I had no choice but to take control.
No students, the people against the wall. Get the juices, okay? Get the juices with the big party next.
Because we're understaffed, Jared and the kitchen team are working double time.
I can't talk right now. I gotta take this.
Wipe off the plate before I put this on, please, and thank you. Cloth right there.
Beef Wellington is the challenging dish because you have to make sure that it's cooked properly on the inside.
Keep it nice and
Steady.
go!
Hopefully they don't screw it up and send out beef Wellington that is way overcooked or way too raw.
Beef Wellington. You're very welcome. Enjoy.
So how is everything?
Great, delicious.
It's good. We've gotten a lot of good compliments, especially about the beef Wellington.
Thanks, Kyle.
I came in and I saw him tasting the food, and it was really difficult for me to be able to keep my cool.
It was unfair of him to stop and eat while the rest of the kids were working so hard.
Christian, quit eating. You know, it's a really hard concept for you to master, but I need you to clean.
In a minute.
You can put that fork down.
In a minute.
You can put the fork down. You've had your minute, now let's clean.
That's Morgan for you. Just like a slave driver, I guess.
Crêpes Suzettes, it's the classical French dessert. We are using Grand Marnier. It adds really nice flavor, but it also lights on fire. They light it too early. If they waste the Grand Marnier, we need to use more. It's going to cost us a ton of money.
A lot of confusion and generally a mixed up day, but it's over.
On the financial side, the night was a failure. Normally we clear about $1,000, but we didn't turn enough tables, and in the end, we only made 300. If we don't start making some money, we're not going to Italy. Some of the kids in the club aren't pulling their weight. Laura, for example, hasn't turned up to any of the avocado lunches this week, and last night she skipped the dinner. I've asked Jared to find out what's up with her. I've heard rumors that she's not even interested in going to Italy.
How's it going, ladies? Here, take one of these for the road. Oh, thanks. From me to you. So, I haven't seen you for a while at the club events.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Oh, yeah? Soccer and stuff?
Yeah.
So, are you thinking about not coming to Italy?
I don't know. A lot of people have talked to me.
Like
about
who?
it. Like a lot of my family members.
And they want you to go, don't they?
Yes.
How did I know that? Well, are you
Well, to
coming?
them it seems like a no-brainer. Right?
Well, it is a no-brainer. It's a trip of a lifetime.
It's true.
You gotta go.
I know.
You have to. And look, I brought flowers for you. Just because
Oh,
I'm the
that's
best
so sweet.
person in the world. Yeah. Well, I hope you make the right decision.
I know.
You have to come.
After such a crazy dinner last night, I'm really curious to see Christian's review. Maybe he's finally found his place in the culinary club.
How's it going?
Good.
This is it? This is the
That's
Pulitzer
it.
Prize piece here?
Yeah.
Well, Christian, this is really nice. All the people who are working the floor worked very hard. Oh, but the people in the kitchen screwed up. That's really nice.
No, I never said that.
Well, that's what you're suggesting.
That's not what I'm suggesting at all.
First, we can talk about the kitchen.
Hey, Ritzy. My God, don't bring a Ritzy in.
I have a review here by Christian. The beef was overcooked.
Oh, well, okay, go on, go on.
The spinach was overcooked.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
No, come see.
I wrote a pretty harsh critique, but it was what I was supposed to do, because you always hear about food writers bashing restaurants all over the place. You would read it, wouldn't you?
All the people who were working on the floor worked really hard. However, there was something that could come better. First, we can talk about the kitchen.
I'm gonna ruin you
Really?
for the rest of your
I
life.
hope we do.
Oh, no, I will, don't worry.
Well, then I just won't come anymore.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
If you're gonna write shit like this.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, Ritzy, language,
Okay.
buddy, language.
Actually, can I get a copy of that? Because I'm gonna hang it up in front of the stove.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can write this. Is this what you feel? You just have to deal with that, though, if anybody sees it.
Yeah.
When you're doing a review, you have to touch on the positive and not take a restaurant down. And I don't think I'm getting defensive because it's you
No.
guys.
No.
I just feel that it's an attack.
Okay.
Christian needs to understand the power the critics wield and the potential impact. Okay, I'll tell him. Okay, ciao. Ritzy!
What's up?
And I just got off the phone with Amade. He wants a decision today about the job.
After last year at the church, I learned a lot, but I remember saying to myself, I'm never gonna work there again because I found it way too stressful.
Do you want to be a chef?
I don't know. If I want to be a chef, I should go back and work for Amade.
You're the one that has to decide what you want to do.
My nerves are already shot. Like, I can't wake up without twitching. Is it worth it?
You have to think about what is going to be best for you.
I'm gonna miss out, though, on a lot of food experience.
Then go back.
But I'm also gonna miss out on health. And
Yeah, then don't go back.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm, you know?
Head to Amadeus.
Oh, we'll try it anyways. Shit.
Comedy.
Bad, man. Last night, you know, I got 2 or 3 hours of sleep, so I've been thinking about this way too much. I'm just not really sure how he's gonna react to this. It could be quite violent. This is not the kind of man you want to mess with. Have you ever heard the phrase, you can see death in front of you? Well, that's it.
Amade isn't the monster that Jared makes him out to be. Unlike Jared, he knows exactly what he wants. Jared creates his own stress, and if he doesn't get control of it, it's going to chase him for the rest of his life.
Maybe I should just call it all a day right now, boys, and just slam right into this place.
Hey, Jared, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too?
You haven't decided.
How'd you know?
It's pretty clear, we'd say.
I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm not really sure. I'm not even sure if I want to be a chef yet, and I want some freedom in the summer.
So where are you at? What are you thinking?
You know, I just need to get to Italy, and you know, hopefully the job is still available, and if it is, you know, I might be interested, but I can't.
I do have to start looking to hire this job, so I'm going to put my feelers back out there. If the job's still here when you get back, we can talk, but we'll just sort of leave it like that, all right?
Thank you. Thanks for your time. No problem. Appreciate it.
Have a good trip.
Yeah, thanks.
He stews about things for way too long, just lets them build up and build up and build up, and, you know, he just has to just decide yes, no, and one way or the other, move on.
I feel bad. I feel like I've let him down. In reality, I need time to think about it, and I have to stick to that.
I missed the last couple of club events and dinners because I've been really busy and wasn't really sure if I wanted to go to Italy.
Hi, Laura.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm lovely, thank you. So how'd you come to a decision then?
Everyone said it'd be a good experience and that I'd regret it if I didn't go.
So we're good? You gonna commit?
I have. Yes.
Yeah?
Who am I rooming with? Are you allowed to tell me?
Who don't you want to room with?
Ben. No, just kidding.
Okay, then you're rooming with Ben.
I'll room with Jared.
Okay. Yeah, that's funny. So I'll see you at lunch then?
Yes, you will.
At 11:30? I hope that now that she's made the commitment to go, that she'll show her face around here a lot and be a part of the whole experience. The kids are starting to get excited about this trip to Italy, but we're still thousands of dollars short. So I'm rallying the parents to hopefully come up with some different, innovative fundraising ideas. I'm glad everybody can make it. This is a good turnout, and we're only missing, I think, Tommy. To date, we've raised about $7,000, which is about half what we need to get to Italy. We're kind of scrambling at this point to make more money. We're open to anything with regards to fundraisers. There's lots of farm work coming up right now. If anybody has any connections on farms where we can go and clean stalls or do other things.
Catching chickens is a lot of money in that.
If anybody has any contacts in chicken catching, that's a good time.
My brother-in-law's a farmer, I'll ask him. You want to pick stones? No.
Need some stones picked?
We have 200 acres that needs to be picked probably mid-May, before the trip.
Picking stones is a good one. I like picking stones.
Oh, man.
Stones.
Hell.
That's a knee slapper of a situation.
It's good to step out of here and go and see what you guys can do together.
How bad do you want to go to Italy? You'll pick stones if you really want to go to Italy, wouldn't you?
Like if we all pay like $200 or $300,
Yeah.
it's $300 to go to Italy.
Excuse me? You know how long it takes me to work for it?
Yeah, but you're
Now,
going to
don't just
Italy.
do this to me, okay? You guys have more opportunities than any of the parents in this room have ever had. And it doesn't matter what you have, you work for it, you appreciate it.
For us to all chip in $300 a pop to go to Italy is a joke. Your kid is going halfway across the world.
You're asking parents to give instead of you working.
Okay, when was the last time she showed up to one of our dinners, Paul?
Maybe she can't afford to do it. Are you judging her? Maybe she has kids in college and she has 3 kids. Maybe you can't judge somebody. These kids need to learn that the best things in life are the ones worth fighting for. There are no free lunches. Christian's scathing review of the avocado dinner didn't gain him any friends in the club. He was on a power trip. So I've set him up with Marion Kane. She's a successful food writer, and I really hope that she's going to ground him, to humble him a bit, and to give him some perspective.
Hello,
Hey, Marion.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Put down your bag, make yourself at home. This is my office, and this is the best of my work over the past 25 years. A lot of front pages of the Toronto Star food section, and this is one of my favorites. That's Julia Child making me breakfast at her house in 1999. So, being a food writer, you get to meet some fantastic people. And I hear you want to be a food writer.
I do want to be a food writer.
Well, this is your goal.
Okay.
I want to test your palate. Come on, then. I was testing cookies for my column today, and I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to see what Christian's palate picks up? So, try these cookies, one from each of these plates, and tell me what you think. Oh, good crunching noise. Number 2. Oh, my God. That one is hard. Now this one.
I think the last one is better than the first two, for sure. The cranberries take a lot of the sweetness out of the cookies.
Excellent result. Because this is the one I was going to put in the paper.
Really?
You have a good palate. You chose the one that I would have chosen.
That's good.
Oh, fantastic. I think you have a great future. Well, let's sit down and see some work you've done.
Okay.
Now, is this a restaurant review?
This is a restaurant review.
It's a warm Wednesday afternoon. Well, you know what? I do like your introduction.
Oh, that's good.
We won't talk about spelling.
We won't talk about spelling?
No.
The spell check said it was fine.
The dinning room. Did your teacher read this review?
Paul did read the review, yes, and then he decided to be Paul and read it out loud when Jared was in the room.
And how did he feel about you saying things lacked flavor and became runny and when cut into?
He sort of lashed out and started yelling for like 5 minutes.
He took it personally?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good lesson for you. You're writing about people who put their heart and soul into making food for you. And that's a very powerful position to be in. And I have a problem sometimes with restaurant critics who abuse that power.
I do think it's a big responsibility because you can make or break a restaurant, I guess, right? I guess I didn't really know what to do.
It's easy to write a bad review, not so easy to write a good one. But I think you also need to learn how to cook so that you know what went into a dish that you're eating.
Yeah.
He needs a mentor. That's what he really needs. It looks like it might be me.
The kids are going to hate me for this, but we are going to Laura's farm.
Well, I'm definitely not ready to pick stones right now.
Jared has lost touch with the reality of what the club is about. He thinks that he's too important to pick stones. What he needs to do is to connect with the farmers that work their butts off to grow the product that he uses in the kitchen.
Hi, guys. Ready to pick the stones?
Not really.
Thanks for being so enthusiastic and supportive of this whole game.
Okay. So basically, just pick stones, this size and larger. Here you go. Put the rocks in.
You're carrying it.
No, you're carrying it. That's why we're sharing, Jared, so I don't have to do it.
This is the field over here.
Is this some kind of a sick joke?
Fink, what does this have to do with slow food?
Is this an organic field, Laura?
Yes, it is.
Do you grow food here, Laura?
I don't know.
Do you ever look out your window, Laura?
Maybe not.
Ben, you can't just arbitrarily wander off in a field.
My body's not made for this. But my body is what made for sitting down, eating some Cheetos, and watching TV.
Okay, ready for Fink to blow?
Oh my God.
It's gonna explode.
You're just walking off in the field in the middle of nowhere and not following any rules. I know, but it doesn't matter.
Usually about 5 people do this, whereas we have like 13. So it should be going faster, but somehow it's not. The boys aren't helping me because they're a bunch of dicks and don't know how to help people.
All right, this is too much.
It's a bigger picture thing that he's using.
I thought that bringing them here would give them some perspective, but all they're doing is complaining about picking up a few rocks.
Just stop breathing.
Ben, I fucking flatlined.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
I
fun.
Well, I'm not thanking you. Actually, I shouldn't thank you.
Why can't you just thank us?
Why would I thank you?
Thank you, Paul.
Why would I thank you?
I'm pissed off. They're acting like they're entitled to this trip. We don't have enough money to go, and the trip's in 2 weeks. I really don't believe that they understand the seriousness of the situation. And for the first time this year, I don't know what I'm gonna do.